Hello kids, Shark Peter here from Drumming for All, and today I'm going to be discussing 2 drum techniques that caused my whole world to open up. Before I learned about these, I was muscling out every single note I played. I was getting tired way too quickly, becoming a sweat bath, like that. So if you feel like you've hit a wall, where you know what to play, but not necessarily how to play it, this is the video for you. To do is pretend you're playing a super simple rock beat on the hi-hat, like cha 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 cha, like you're playing drums, and then turn your wrist over like this so that your 4 fingers are facing you and your thumb kind of looks like a playground slide going down. Now what you're going to need to do is get your thumb out of the slide position by bringing it down the stick just a little bit. Now watch what happens. It naturally turns into what looks like the square on a 90-degree angle that you'd see on a math test where you're studying angles, and you look on the sheet and it's like that, you know it's a 90-degree angle, right? Because you see the square. Now what you're going to need to do is just pretend you're button mashing at an arcade, like beep 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 boop 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 beep 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 beep, like, you know, you're shooting up a bunch of zombies or something, and then get it back into the slide position and open up your fingers, kind of like this. Here's how we execute the first stroke. Push. Push. Like so. And I mean, just do that a couple hundred times until you feel comfortable. Maybe you feel comfortable only doing it a few times. I don't know. We're all different here. Once you're comfortable with the pushing motion, do the pushing motion again. But leave your hand in this position. Now see how your thumb is like a slide again, and we're going to want to get it back into the angle position, or the button masher position, right? Well, the way to do that, and to get an extra hit, mind you, is to pull your fingers back up, like so. See how cool that was? 2 hits for the price of 1. You're only moving your wrist down like that, right? So, push, pull, push out, pull in, push out, pull in, push out, pull in. The reason we use this technique is because with double stroke rolls, it can be pretty hard to wrist out every single note, like playing like. It's hard to do that at a really fast tempo. It's easier to just like do 1 stroke with your wrist and get 2 hits out of it using your fingers by pushing and pulling the stick like we do. So didn't even break a sweat, and you don't need to either. It's also useful for playing really fast beats on the hi-hat or ride, like the Funky Drummer, for example, by James Brown, or like a bossa nova beat, so like cha 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 cha. Just pretend the chas were you clacking the rim. It's kind of awkward to show you on a pad like that. And the third use for it is kind of like a blast beat, so either or like kind of turning it into like a single stroke roll where you're doing on either hand and alternating. Now if you use traditional grip, instead of doing like a a push-pull kind of thing. You're doing more like open, close with your left hand there. And I sort of think of it as like, you know, push, pull, drop, squeeze, push, pull, drop, squeeze. Like that. And you can like do it kind of like a blast beat too. Like, as you can see, I haven't gotten too fast at it yet because, I mean, this drum technique was created a billion centuries ago, and I just feel like it's time we've moved on. I think matched is superior, but to each their own. I can't tell you everything to do. The first exercise we'll be focusing on with the push-pull technique is like eighth notes on either hand, so like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so on. And as a side note, after every exercise, I'm going to play it a little bit faster just so you can hear it faster. The next exercise we'll be doing is double strokes. So right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. Pretty easy. Next, we're going to do single strokes with the push-pull method, and this might be the trickiest exercise here, to be honest, even though it doesn't seem like it. What you're going to have to do is, like, push right, push left, pull right, pull left, 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 and so on and so forth.
How's it going, everybody? Give me 2 seconds to interrupt this video. I want to tell you about the Drumming for All program. We are a nonprofit organization that takes in donations to pay for drum lessons for kids around the world who can't afford them. So basically, we take the money from donations, we pay the teachers, and the teachers teach those students at no cost to those students. So obviously, we all know how much joy this instrument has brought us, and we're just trying to spread that across the world to people who didn't even think they'd ever be able to get drum lessons, and now they can get them for free. So we do have an incentive as well well for donations. We do raffles every month. We raffle off cymbals, custom snares, just awesome drum gear in general. If you go to the website Drumming for All and you scroll down a little bit on the main page, you'll see some of the discount codes that we offer. So SALUDA Cymbals offers a 10% off coupon code if you use Drum for All. We work with No Swag Clothing, we work with SALUDA, we work with Reverie drums, we work with Revolution drums. So and you know, we're getting more on board all the time. So there's a lot of incentive to join the program, and we're really hoping that you will consider donating, winning some drum gear, and helping these students get drum lessons that otherwise wouldn't have ever imagined that they would. Again, drummingforall.com for more info. Thanks so much, and back to the video.
Next, we're going to work on paradiddles with the push-pull method. It's going to be kind of like para-push-pull, 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 para-push-pull. It's a great exercise because you're like alternating between like regular strokes and then you play a push-pull. It's pretty cool. The last exercise will be Swiss Army triplets, or I call them flam triplets. So the sticking is right, left, but instead it's like flam triplet, flam triplet, flam triplet, flam triplet. Here it is. Now you might be thinking that this drum technique looks a little weird because you never really see anybody using it. And the reason why is because using our thumbs is kind of like training wheels on a bike. So we're going to have to get those off. You know, with the double stroke technique, you don't necessarily have to go. After a while, you can just sort of without having to pretend you're button mashing at an arcade like this. You just, you know, you got like one whipping motion and one motion with your fingers, and you just kind of open and close like that. There's no need for the thumb action there. And you can keep using your thumbs until you're comfortable just not getting your thumb back into the slide position. Just like that. So the next technique we'll be talking about today is called the Molar method. Now I put quotation marks around it because every guy on the internet I've seen explains it a completely different way. You know, I see a video by Jim Chapin, who studied under Sanford Gus Molar himself, explaining it, and then I see like some other dude in his parents' basement explaining it, and it's two completely different things. And I don't claim to do it 100% correct. I just found a way that works for me. I can do like triplets up to like 170 beats a minute if I want to. And all the videos I see on Molar, all the videos I see on push-pull, it's like guys playing blast beats at an inhuman pace, and the thing is, this video isn't for the extreme person. It's for the person who needs to get the gig, who needs to get her done, who doesn't necessarily need to be, like, going at 280 to 300. I mean, that's just nuts. I don't have the attention span for that. Now, for this first molar-ish exercise we're going to do, just play eighth notes, like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... But say it like this, like whip and 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 whip. And what you'll notice is you aren't moving your arm like chin 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 chin. It's more like it's kind of like a dolphin. It's like whee, you know. It's much more free. It's a lot easier to do. A lot easier to play at the faster tempos, like. Now, some obvious examples of songs you can practice with are Sad But True by Metallica, where it's like dun 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 whip catch whip catch whip catch whip catch whip and whip and whip and whip and whip. And the second example would be Cowboys from Hell by Pantera, picking, you know, the Guitar Hero tunes like oh my god, I sound like Beavis and Butthead. Okay, I gotta shut up. No, I'm kidding. And the fastest example I can think of off the top of my head would be like a really fast shuffle groove, like I Don't Want to Spoil the Party by the Beatles. So it's like I don't want to spoil the party, so I'll go whippin', 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 hate for my disappointment to show. Whippin', 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 nothing for me here, so I will disappear. If she shows up again, please let me know. Whippin', 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 whip. Now here's where it gets good. Here's where I start talking about overnight speed. Yes, dear viewer, we're going to be looking at something a lot of people call the claw technique or the T-Rex technique. And the reason it's called that is because in the Triassic period, the dinosaurs that would evolve into T-Rex were like long necks with like 5 claws, like 5 digits on each forearm and leg, right? But as they evolved over time, their necks grew shorter, and they kept losing digits, which is why you see theropods in the Jurassic period with like 3 fingers, but then T-Rex, he only has these 2 right here, and he kept losing digits until he had these 2 left. And it's a pretty cool technique. So your middle ring and pinky are going to be wrapped around the stick like so, leaving your thumb and index finger exposed, so it's kind of like a claw right here. And so your middle finger becomes the fulcrum, kind of like a teeter-totter there, yeah? And so, like, try doing 3 strokes. Kind of difficult if all you use is your wrist, so for this next molarish kind of motion, I'm going to get you to whip and catch. Such slow motion, but... Right? So instead of like whip and whip and whip and whip and whip, it's more like whip and catch, whip and catch, whip and catch, whip and catch, whip and catch. Like that. And so on the whip, we take our ring finger and our pinky off the stick a bit, and this is going to make sense later once we get into the faster tempos. And we're just going to do this. Whip Now on the and of the whip and catch, we move our ring finger, curl it around the stick. And on the catch, pinky. So, whip and catch, whip and catch, whip and catch, whip and catch. Whip. Now you may think that the whole curling your fingers around the stick thing is kind of weird. But that's because, just like before, it's like taking training wheels off of your bike. You know, by practicing these, like, exaggerating whipping motions and these exaggerated curling motions with your fingers really off the sticks, it allows you to play, like, a lot looser, if that makes any sense, when you're doing it at the faster tempos. And you just sort of play looser without even trying. So, like, you just practice this, like, whip and catch, whip and catch, whip and catch, whip and catch. Over and over, like, when you're playing it faster, you're, like, instead of going, like, whip and catch, whip and catch, whip and catch, whip and catch, whip, like you're I'm gripping the stick hard as hell right now. But, like, since I practiced it so many times, just like whip and catch, whip and catch, whip and catch, whip and catch, I can just go, hold the line, I'm not going to sing any more of that yacht rock for you, but I'm just saying what it's useful for if you ever need to play that at a gig. Now for the Molarish motions, we've mainly been talking about playing a beat on the hi-hat or ride. To get the super fast 16th note triplet fills, we're going to have to practice the triple stroke roll, I think, would be the best way to go about it. So, right, 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 left, 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 right, 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 left, 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 right, 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 left, 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 right, 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 left, left, left. So, like whip and catch on either hand. So, like whip and catch, 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 whip and catch. Like that. And now we're just going to put them together. So I'm going to do whip and catch. I'm going to say whip and catch along with my right hand, and I'm just going to do all the alternating notes with my left right here. So like whip and catch, 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 whip and catch. Just get them faster, like. And that was how to play the push-pull technique and the Molar technique on the drums. Hope you enjoyed.